Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. I'm just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for your support. Big up the CoinsKid crew. So I'm really grateful to each and every single one of you for that retweet that you did today on Twitter for that guy's issue. Okay, that the Patreon there, he got in touch with me, and he on the Discord server he says you know, there was an issue with Binance and things, and he sent me a message, so I screenshotted it, and I obviously asking his permission, and I tweeted it, and the problem for him has been resolved, which is amazing because it was quite a substantial amount of money, and I'm really glad that Binance resolved that for him. And obviously, you know, it's just a confirmation statement of how powerful the CoinsKid community is. So big up to all of you, okay? Big up the CoinsKid crew. Honestly, amazing community of people. When we all collaborate and sort of join together, it's amazing what we can achieve. So right now, for me, Bitcoin is mega bullish, and I've always been bullish for Bitcoin. You know, remember this white line here, okay? That I said to you, once you break this is beautiful, and we did. We broke this all the way back here on the 6th of August. Like I said to you, we broke that, and we came back. You know, we traced to a beautiful level of support, put in another impulsive wave, and right now we're looking to retrace to these highs of this falling wedge, which we've broken out of. Okay, but within all this, we created multiple falling wedges. We had this one where we retraced to the highs. Boom, job done. We met all the targets, and then obviously we formed this one as well when we broke down just there, and we retraced to those highs. You know, almost immediately we metaled through them, to be honest with you. This is what falling wedge patterns are. You know, this is a large falling wedge. You broke the level of resistance, and you've absolutely come up and you sort of retraced because you ran into that high just there, which I said to you when you were breaking out of this. I says, look, you retrace to the highs, the points of contact in the wedge. Okay, so we've now found resistance on this wedge. Look at the 1414 of this Fibonacci extension just there. Okay, and right now, you know, if we can melt through that, which I do believe we will, because we're running into it resistance, so that's confluence. You know, that's good, that's great, that's what you want to see. Just like we were running to the 1272 as well, and I said to you, we'll coil up, get support for 10 EMA. Worst case comes down to the 20, get a nice little retouch off that, you know, because you're bullish. And this is what happens. You retrace to key level support, and for me, in an uptrend, the key level support is the 10 and the 20 EMA. You know, they're massive levels of support. Just look at an uptrend. If you're not bouncing off the 20, you're bouncing off the 10. It's that simple. Okay, once you start to roll over and start to lose the 20, that's when, you know, you think, well, okay, if we do start to come down and lose the 55, that's when we're looking at reversal. And you can see we bounced off it there in that ABC correction. We bounced off to 55, came back up, started to sort of lose our juice a little bit just there. And it's that point when we lost that 55, I was saying, look, we're going to go down. We're going to go down to 28k. You know, not financial advice, but we're looking like we're going to come down and put in a large reversal wave back down to where we formed this impulsive wave to the upside, basically. And that was my video, and that was my technical target down there on this wick at 28,800, and it bounced off it on the dollar. So that was amazing. So right now, you know, we've done everything we need to for the continuation of the bull. You know, we've broken out key levels of resistance, and with that, we've fallen back to key level support. These EMAs, this buy and go to the beach signal from CoinsKid on the daily down here at 36,000. And from that, we've never really looked back, and we've been putting in high highs and higher lows the whole way. So we're really bullish. We really did flip a switch from this low down here when we broke out of this level of resistance to this falling wedge. Okay, so right now we've got this level of resistance which we've ran into. Beautiful. We come back, we coil up, we get the continuation. We've got one level of resistance left, and it's this resistance, okay, the original point of contact in this falling wedge. But once we do that, like I said to you, you're breaking out of that high just there, and you're in an impulsive wave to 107k. So it's going to be amazing, you know, and I do think it'll come quite swiftly because this is what Bitcoin does. But so far, you run into key levels of resistance, and you're coming back to key levels of support for the continuation of the bull right here. So it's looking amazing, okay? It's looking amazing. So I did say to you, you know, at this point, when you did break out of this level of resistance just here, I says the likelihood is you're going to run into this level of resistance, come back for support, and at that point, when you break out of that, you're looking to retrace to these highs, and that's exactly where you are right now. Okay, I think technically you're around about 8% off this all-time high at the moment. Let's have a look at that. So yeah, you're around about 9.72% off the all-time high at the moment, which is amazing. Okay, it's amazing. So for me, I do think you've put in your ABC. I did post a tweet on Twitter earlier about Elliott wave theory. You know, and I made a video about it in July as well, about the fact that this is the ABC and this is at wave 4, and it ties up with a low of wave 4 in the third wave. So basically this is a large 3, this is a 4, and this is your 5, and then this is your ABC, your 4 from your 3, and this is your 5 right now, taking us up to those upper targets that I've discussed so many times in multiple videos right there. So yeah, I mean, it's all good. You know, we met the technical target that were laid down yesterday. Let's have a look at this. So yeah, like I say, I've got a saying, and well, it's not my saying, full disclosure, it's a saying in the space, the balls go up the stairs, and right now that's exactly what Bitcoin's doing. Okay, you're working your way through the fibs, you're coiling up for support, you know, you're coming back to key level support, and then you're breaking out basically. So if Bitcoin can continue to do this right now, you can see you run into this 1414 as resistance. You've met a technical target off this W double bottom pattern just there, and that ascending triangle that I showed you yesterday. Look, it's some kind of beautiful ascending triangle because it's how bullish it is. You know, you come back to support just there. I did say to you, worst case scenario, put some cheeky bids on the 55 just there. If it does start to fall through, you'll see it hold this neckline as support. It's done exactly that. You know, you're really, really bullish here. So for me, right now, you run into this resistance just like you ran into the 1272 here. Now, you did coil up and have a little bit of a correction just there. So let's have a look, okay? Technically, I think that if you want to find a key level support, it's going to be this green line, which is a 1272, because I do think you'll get caught between them like this until you build up momentum to break out again. And once you break out, you're looking at this, the 1618. Well, I think at the moment that particular target sits at, let's take a look at this. Okay, let's get these levels right for you. At the moment that sits at 63,457, and I do think that that is around about 2.15 off the all-time high. So there is a potential here that Bitcoin will absolutely break through this 1414. Once it gets a key level support, it might hover around for a few days and wait for this 10 EMA to catch up with it, because this is how bullish Bitcoin is. Okay, again, not got a crystal ball, nothing saying it's financial advice, but all our targets are getting met. So for me, potentially looking at a consolidation event here, create another kind of ascending triangle, which is what you created there. And you know, if you zoom in on multiple time frames, you create W bottoms and cup and handles and all that, however you want to see it, the continuation patterns. So for me, once you break this 1414, you will look at an immediate little bullish candle, green candle up to the 1618. You might run into resistance there, but you might actually melt through, because I think that you're going to run through to these two and the 2.272. And the reason the 2.272 is because that is actually the technical target on the daily time frame. That is actually a technical target of a huge inverse head and shoulders pattern and a massive cup and handle and a huge bump and run pattern that we've created as well for Bitcoin. Okay, so for me, you're looking extremely bullish until you're not. Obviously, you know, you can run into a level of resistance and call back for support, but as long as you create a higher low just here than this, you know, and potentially if you do start to see a larger correction in the market for Bitcoin, you know, I do think that key level of support would be this swing high. Okay, because this is what it does. It comes up like that and does this and does that and rests on a swing high for continuation. So you might, if you do start to see a larger correction here, you know, and we lose a key level support, i.e. the 10 EMA, then I do think that the 55 will start to come up in the 20 like this, and it's potentially where you might get some cheeky bids down on this 55 as it approaches this previous swing high at 52972 as support, and that would be absolutely golden. You can see, look, you're moving beautifully like this up the stairs. Do you see that? So for me, Bitcoin's looking really, really good. Okay, it's looking really good. It's on the cusp of a breakout, you know, but if you do start to hit your head on these levels of resistance and you can't necessarily get through, and you do start to lose a 1272 here as support, that could be a precursor that you're going to have a little bit of a deeper correction here for Bitcoin. So for me right now, if you see Bitcoin come down and it starts to lose 57354, I would most definitely say that you're looking at a 20 EMA retest down here on the swing high. Okay, if it loses a 20, you've got to put some cheeky bids on the 55 on the daily, but it's that strong. I think you're just going to do something like this. Look, let me show you. So you come up and hit your head on the 1272, like I said to you, you called up for a couple of days and then you broke out, and when you broke out, you've hit your head on the 1414 at 59784. Okay, so I do think that if you continue to do that, you'll coil up again like this, and then you'll get the little break pushing you up to these levels here. So it's golden, you know, it is golden. I've always said that about Bitcoin, absolutely golden, isn't it, for continuation. So yeah, that's basically Bitcoin. You've got your support targets, you've got your upside targets, but for me, your Bitcoin is mega bullish right here. It's mega bullish. You know, look at that. Look where the body closed just there. Look at that, where it opened, sorry. Right now we're waiting for it to close. So it's closed above this 1272, opened above it, sorry. That's your close, that's your open. It's so bullish, you know. Worst case, get caught between the 1272, break out, 1618 retest, do the same again, break out the whole all-time high here for Bitcoin. But You know, full transparency, if you do start to see a roll in the market, and you know, the Bitcoin can be like this, it can be really sort of brutal, you know, and people get shaken out and think, oh shit, it's a double top or something like that, or it is a bear market. You know, if you do start to come down, for me, a really, really key level of support right now is this 52972 for Bitcoin, which is the 20 EMA right there. Boom. Look at that. Absolutely golden, isn't it? So yeah, that's Bitcoin. Take care, everyone. Back tomorrow with an update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.